Hello.
Hello. Do you remember that episode of The West Wing where the president was supposed to be in a debate and he was about to go on stage and his wife said, "Can I just say good luck to you one last time?" And she goes up to him and she takes out a pair of scissors and she cuts off his tie.
Oh, yeah, I remember
and
that.
He's like, "What did you do? Oh, my gosh." And he runs and he gets a new tie and he puts it on and then he runs out to the debate and then he kills it. Well, today, just before the show, Patty said that something wasn't sounding quite right, so I went over and got rid of all Narissa's notifications on her computer, but then I pressed accidentally accept when it said
Would
updates.
you like to update for the next hour?
And then updates. So Dave drove home to our house and grabbed my computer, and then we got everything all loaded onto that. Anyway, it's just like The West Wing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Let's kill our opponent now. Ready? So welcome to our last potted show for a little while. We're doing our favorite songs.
Do 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 Still the camera on the moment I met you. All the world inside a garden built for two. All the fruit you could eat in a day. All the news turned into boats that float on down the river. Oh, oh. Do 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 oh, oh. Do 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 oh, 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 oh. Someone has to pull the brambles back. Someone has to stave the weeds attack. Someone has to bring the harvest in. Someone has to gather seeds to hold us through the winter. I don't need the good life. back at the fruit tree. Ooh, doo-doo-doo, uh-oh, 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 oh, doo-doo-doo, uh-oh, 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 oh, doo-doo-doo, uh-oh, 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 oh, doo-doo-doo, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh,
Aw. We have a wee audience.
Some people have arrived. I feel like there were some TV shows in the 70s where people would sit around doing something like this, and then their neighbors would like come over and they'd be like staged. Oh, hi, Joe. Come on in. How's it going? That's what I feel like is happening right now.
It's our very own
Okay.
set.
Amelia and Tom are not here on this side of the camera, so you can't see them, so they're not part of the shtick.
So this is actually a request, and I'm so glad the person requested it because I forgot about this song, and I really like this song.
Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, and.
One, two, three, sit on my knee, turning the key. Where can he be? 4, 5, 6, finding the fix. Hands on your hips, kiss on the lips. 7, 8, 9, drinking the wine, counting the time, follow the line. 10, 11, 12, finding yourself. No one to tell, no one to tell. I am the latest mystery that nobody can solve. I read all about me on graffiti covered walls. Too many people think it's okay to forget the past. You can just throw it away. A disposable life, an extended resume. And I'm standing in the shadow, left by my father. Nobody knows but God, and sometimes even he doesn't bother. You should have known me when I was young and pretty and clean. Your absence gives me power. I'm a vacuum in your memory. I'm everything you're afraid of. I'm everything you want. I'm everything you wish you were. I'm everything. no one to tell, 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 no one to tell.
You could whoop and whoop.
You could whoop. You could make noise. We have an audience. It's kind of like the RNC. No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
We have to start lying
Brother.
and lying and lying.
We'd have to start lying.
Have to start lying.
And do a little.
Thank you all so much for coming to our shows every Monday night. It's really fun to have you, or maybe just some Monday nights. We welcome you, whether it's every Monday or not every Monday. I didn't mean to say that other thing at all. Sorry.
And we should make very clear that we're going to be doing this every Monday. Like next Monday, we'll be doing it. We just won't be all three in the same. I mean, you'll see us all at the same time. We'll be on the same screen, but not in the same house.
So early in the pandemic, the way we did these concerts is we worked out a way of doing a song swap. And Narissa would be here in her house and she would do a song. And then Dave and I would be in our house and we would do a song. And occasionally we'd come up with crazy ways of singing together, like putting Narissa on our TV screen and singing along to that. And then also we did some outdoor distanced recordings outside. We just stood 10 feet apart and sang in harmony and recorded that. So we'll be doing more of those things going forward. We're not going to stop making music, but this fun, everybody in the same room live on Monday nights, will take a pause for an unknown amount of time. Though we should be back in December for sure.
We hope. Anyway, I wrote this song back in like the 90s, I think 97. And the idea was when a terrible thing happens, you look back at that moment before you learned the terrible thing as this really wonderful, wonderful time. So this is kind of like our song for us splitting up and being together all the time in our awesome pod, taking a break. This is In the Hush Before the Heartbreak.
In the hush before the heartbreak, everything is beautiful. In the hush before the heartbreak, everything's cool. In the hush before the heartbreak, I'll be your fool, I'll be your fool. In the hush before the heartbreak, I'll do anything for you. I don't care about tomorrow, don't care about yesterday, I don't care about your lover, I won't make her go away, I don't care about appearances or what my friends will say. Let them talk all day in the hush before the heartbreak. I just want you to stay. You can know someone forever and know what no one else knows. You get closer and closer dusky room with the light shining from heaven, from a perfect waning moon, like the message that you left me, saying I'll be home soon, I'll be home soon, in the hush before the heart breaks. In the hush before the heart breaks.
That was so sad. But seriously, this pod ending thing is not as sad as that because it is temporary. We will be back together. I know it. I know it. I know it. So,
Wouldn't it be great if we could play outdoors like a real concert before it gets too cold?
Yeah, but
I know, it can't happen.
we will play outside again. I believe in it. And, one of the things that I have thought about throughout this whole pandemic is when I let something come into my head like that, like, I want to play outside, why can't I play outside? And I get like sort of whiny and wanting in my brain, I can flip it by saying, wow, I got to do that.
I know.
I got to stand on stages and play for audiences, and I got to stand in audiences and dance on the hills of Falcon Ridge. And
You guys, I was just remembering that yesterday, just like having all these beautiful flashbacks to Falcon Ridge in all different eras, and thinking about you all and missing you so much. But it'll happen
But
again.
we're so lucky we've gotten to do that already in our lives. And really, that's right here. We can just have it. It's right here. We just did it.
all right,
So
just
it's
like
still
this
there.
song, we're right there.
Right. So,
In this song,
fancy dates, they're right there.
right there. Your 20s, right there.
Mr. George Fox requests the pleasure of my company by pointed envelope marked special delivery. I know what this means. Most certainly this means tonight Mr. George Fox will take me to Club Century in my best black dress, in my best black shoes. Why should I refuse? Most days are not like this, you understand. Oh no, most days find me taking ideas in shorthand, in a room alone with a man with changing wedding plans. Mr. George Fox, I got better things planned. Oh yeah. In my best black dress, in my best black dress, in my best black, in my best black shoes. What have I got to lose? He says that's what's wrong with this generation. You're supposed to be making something new, but it's so much more fun to play in your parents' history land. has a daughter just my age. I've seen her once or twice at the other end of his estate.
Once or twice.
Oh, she has long purple skirts and oh, much she got in college.
Long purple skirts and a
Oh,
dog.
and I wonder if she's seen me creeping home at night through the forest.
I wonder if she's seen me.
Has she seen me in my best black dress?
In my best black dress.
In my best black
In my
shoes.
best black shoes.
Would she be confused? In my best black dress, in my best black dress, in my best black shoes. In my best black dress, in my best black, in my best in my best black dress, in my best black, in my best black shoes.
I can't see what's next. Oh yeah. Almost. Something bad happened with this.
Dude, we were supposed to go straight into
No,
this.
but tuning.
Imagine that none of this part is happening right now.
They
We're
can
gonna do
edit
the
it
Men in
out.
Black thing.
A 1, 2, 3, and.
I wanna be beautiful, so I got a magazine. But the sorry.
Take it from the top of the first verse.
I wanna be
2, 3.
I wanna be beautiful, so I got a magazine. But it made me so sleepy, and now I'm in a dream. A voice says, go down to the river, between the bridge and the ravine, and don't come out of the water till your light shines clean. Check it out, 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 check it out. Put my head underwater, it's like my childhood room. But the water won't clean me. It smells like women's perfume. How can I wash my sins away with the water from this poison stream? And how can I get my light to shine when I don't know if I can be redeemed? Check it out, check it out, check it out. who'd be around to polish it when I finally get my light to shine. Check it out, 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 oh, check it out, 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 che
This is a very challenging time that we are all living through right now on so many levels. But when I sang the last lines of that third verse about going back to 1969,
When you were
but
born.
then who'd be around to polish it when I finally get my light to shine, made me think maybe we are exactly the people who are supposed to be here right now to handle this.
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
Maybe we are.
We are the grown-ups now.
Most of our audience has left because they have gone to phone bank for Biden and Markey. So that is just a little piece of hope. The teenagers on their last night of summer vacation, some of them, are phone banking. All right. So, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Here's the thing.
This next song has nothing to do with that
Oh.
at all. In this song, I play a not very nice person, but I'm acting.
This goes out to Chris McHugh, not because it's about her in any way.
If I could buy you diamond earring, that would turn back the time. And if you wore them to church on Sunday, everyone would see we're fine. If you'd smile at me just one more time, ooh la la, with the look I so admire, la la, we'd be looking into love again instead of staring into the fire. Eloise, don't you fly up the chimney. Eloise, please do what you should. Baby, please find what you once saw in me, and I will be better. I'll be better. I'll be good. I was slow to make an offer. Why you kept pushing me to the max, turning tricks and quoting scripture. How could I compete with that? All those days we prayed together, ooh la la, by the maple, by the creek, la la. You told me Jesus loved your body, said your body made me weak. Eloise, don't you fly up the chimney. Eloise, please do what you should. Baby, please find what you once saw in me, and I will be better, I'll be better, I'll be good. I sold the farm because I had to, just like you hoard to pay the rent. But sin is what we're bound for. I took you broken, took you bent. I forgave the past he paid for. The day the lightning tore the sky. Why can't you grant me the same favor and place forgiveness in your eyes? Don't you fly up the chimney, Eloise, please do what you should. Baby, please find what you once saw in me, and I will be better, I'll be better, I'll be good. I'll be better, I'll be better, I'll be good.
The audience liked that one. Audience, is there any way you would get me a glass of cold water? Thank you, audience. What's weird about this song is I wrote this before I was a mother. And now I have a daughter just about the age of the daughter in this song.
So they tell you when you're a mother of a young child, like around 2, they tell you this is your child's first adolescence. I feel like they just say that. I don't know. Maybe that's psychologically accurate. I don't know, but it's like training. Maybe when they first say no, 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 it's training for when you're like, can you pick up your laundry off the floor? And they go, They don't even really
What
say
is
no when
laundry?
they're adolescents. They just go.
Or they're
"Mm."
like, I'm going to. I was just going to do that.
That's like the Fonz. I knew that. So Narissa and I were playing a show with Dar Williams in Long Island. Maybe some of you were there. And I had a little 2-year-old Amelia with me. And she was in that no phase where I was being told it was her first adolescence, and I could feel her separating and going away from me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this entire parenting thing is so heartbreaking. You're just preparing yourself to have them leave you. And then I was standing around in the during the intermission. I was in the lobby, and there was a dad with those pants that were like 4 colors, one color for the front of the, like pink, green, yellow, blue, like that. And his daughter, they both like color apparently, because his daughter had purple hair and some piercings and stuff and like a leather jacket. And I thought, I wonder if they like normally, what kind of conversations they have. And I thought maybe it's that era where the conversations are sort of monosyllabic, or mostly, I was going to do that. For whatever reason. And then I thought, but here they are at this concert together. They found like some kind of common ground in the midst of that monosyllabic era of their life. And I came backstage and I said to Nerissa, will you write me this song? And she was in the middle of writing her novel, Plastic Angel. And the characters in that song spoke to her. And this is what she came up with.
Yeah, this song's really by a little-known songwriter named Guy Rankin.
A guy from Nerissa's head.
She's too old for the playground. She's too young for the graveyard. She's too wise for me to tell her I've got plans. She loves my CD collection. She's always on to the next one. I point at the map and she always understands. Beautiful, my little glory, you'll always be my baby girl. I don't want to hear your story, I can't bear to know your world. I call her up on the cell phone. More and more she is not home. She's out with her friends and she wouldn't talk to me if she could. Sees me as an old man now. She's finding all her own bands now, and the sign on the door to her room says closed for good. Beautiful, my little glory, you'll always be my baby girl. I don't want to hear your story, I can't bear to know your world. La-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da. Heading out of the front steps, I didn't think she would wake yet, but her voice is, Daddy, do you think you could give me a ride? Plum familiar city, the club is new but it's gritty. She takes my arm and I let her lead me inside. A voice that's lovely and different, the music carries her intent. I feel her hand on my elbow and I let her steer. I catch her profile in side view. She turns and says, I can see you. And I always knew there would be a road back to here. Yeah. Beautiful, my little glory, you'll always be my baby girl. Won't you let me know your story? Won't you let me in your world? Beautiful, my little glory, you'll always be my baby girl. I am following your story. I am leaving you the
So while we're mining the brilliance of Guy Rankin, let's do his biggest hit ever. So Guy Rankin, in Nerissa's novel, is a itinerant songwriter, but also like traveling like us, going from place to place, making his living, playing in church basements and clubs and cafes and theaters and all that. But he also was a Nashville songwriter for a while and had a placement, which is was the dream back in the 90s, that it would pay for your kids' college education, one track on one Garth Brooks record. So
Yeah, remember that.
remember that?
Yeah.
So this was Guy Rankin's version of that. He got a placement, and it helped keep the family afloat. Speaking of which, thank you so much for helping us stay afloat at this
my
time.
gosh,
You
you
were
guys
very,
are
very
so
generous. We are
nice.
completely moved and amazed
Thank
by
you
your
for
generosity.
for your
and
tips and
it
your
is-
notes and
Yes.
your sweet
And
emails.
your requests and your sharing and everything. We really, really appreciate it. And we know that there's some people who right now do not have extra change in their pockets to give out to people like us, and we do not expect it, and we want you to come and enjoy the shows no matter what.
Yes.
So thank you for being here. Guy Rankin's Greatest Hits coming up. Are you going to count me in or not? Kiss me on the moon, wrap me beneath the stars, tell me you'll be coming home soon, show me who you are, circle round the sun, keep me company, tell me I'm the only one that you want to see. You tell me we're not there yet, but someday we might be. The closer that I let you get, the farther I can see. Tell me we're not there yet, but someday we might be. The closer that I let you get, the farther I can see. Don't let me forget. Don't let me assume. Promise what we haven't done yet. Kiss me on the moon. Promise what we haven't done yet. Kiss me on the moon. Nice job, Guy Rankin.
Yeah, Guy Rankin. Wow. Whatever happened to him?
Maybe we should see if he's got anything else in the can that we could cover.
He wrote Sarah with Your Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the work that we do.
All right. I
Yeah.
mean,
All right. There's a catalog right there.
he could write some more, though. I'm just saying.
He could. That is a possibility. A distinct possibility. Oh, you guys. This is a song from our album 17. It's a midlife song. Not that any of us would know anything about midlife. What is midlife?
Here's my advice to you kids in your 40s.
Oh, dear.
Work out now. Because I think there's a tiny chance that if you work out now, your body won't hurt the way mine does when you're 50. That's my advice. Babies.
I've been grateful for the journey. I've been grateful for the hill, and I've been grateful for the face that greets me every morning. Still I wonder if I took the right fork when the left was calling me. Oh, but darling, you're the right one. That's what everybody told me since I was young. If I won you, I'd be face to the sun, face to the sun. Oh, but darling, we're the same one. We're both built like the sun. We need a moon to orbit. I can't orbit you. If I tried, I'd surely fall. all the glory and the dream are folded in with all the laundry. It's a good life, we both should know, but I swear I let you down by choosing something so contained. It seems like one of us should stay to close the show. Down through every century, there'll always be a Normandy. There'll always be a Normandy.
We need like a grapefruit sorbet right now to like cleanse the palate. Grapefruit sorbet.
Maybe we should have hired famous actors to be our MC in between.
Oh, all those famous
songs.
actors we know.
Yeah, who are potted with us.
All those potted famous actors.
Last week, Amelia said she would be our MC and ask you to help her with her crossword puzzle. That seemed like not totally top-notch MCing to me. But you might have been able to help her with her crossword puzzle. Has your thing died?
It's dead. I have batteries for
Here,
that.
I have an actual.
You don't trust my keyboard plus my ears? I wouldn't. Okay, thank you.
All right, so you guys, we love you, and we believe in you, and you likewise believe in us, or you wouldn't have come and spent your time with us this Monday night. And we have to take that belief that we have in each other, and we need to turn it out into the world, and we need to send our love out there in every interaction we have, because we need to change this country together. And our current assignment lasts until November. I think it's like 75 days or something, okay? It's our first
Here.
assignment.
I have to tell you something, and probably your daughter already told you this, but when they were phone banking yesterday, Amelia called this guy and was telling him to vote for Biden, and the guy said, "Who is Biden and what has he ever done? Who was even the president before Trump?" And Amelia said, "Barack Obama, and Biden was his vice president." And the guy said, "No, that's not true. That is not true.
That's so weird.
That is part of the deep state conspiracy.
Oh,
Barack
he was
Obama
just
was
pulling
never
her
president."
chain. He was pulling her
She
chain.
probably was. It was very upsetting because there is so much of that, like, crazy gaslighting.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Okay, but
Who's to say who the president
dude,
really
I
is?
was trying to be positive.
Oh, yeah,
these
sorry.
people. Here's the thing. I really honestly believe this. I believe this completely. There are more people in this country who want to be less racist than there are people who want to be more racist than they are. So that's step one, right? And now step two is trying to educate ourselves and trying to get a better government in power and trying to educate our young people and also listen to them and learn from them. And I think there are more people who want to see the government be benevolent than to be cranky and awful. And I believe there more of us want to see Joe Biden be president than the current dude. So all we have to do is turn out to vote and get everybody we know to turn out to vote and tell them to get everybody they know to turn out to vote. And we will have completed task number one.
it's taken me my whole life to celebrate. I won't go back. You can give me a number, slap on a label, tell me I won't be welcome at your table, but I won't bow down to the tyrants anymore. Oh, what to do? I've been here before. Tyrants always fall. Always. Tyrants always fall. Always. This is the truth of where we've been. And it's taken the world till now to take an honest look around. There are lies on the TV, lies in the paper, lies on my phone, just grown from the vapor. But I won't be fooled by the liars anymore. This is the truth that we can't ignore. There are more of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them. And tyrants always fall. Always scattered and scared in the ship's dark hold. But we have a common peril and we have a common goal. The parents are dead, the leering uncles of the proud. There is no one left, we are the grown-ups now. Think of all those times we've been down and dissed. We are made of strong stuff, we were made for this. And tyrants always fall. Always. This is the truth we've always known. There isn't a lightning strike to take us back, to bring us home. It's gonna take all our courage, take all our actions, take every heart and every single faction. And it's gonna take time, some of us won't live that long. When one gets weak, it means it's your turn to be strong. There are more of us than there are of them. More of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them. More of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are always. More of us than there are always. Tyrants always fall. Always. Tyrants always fall. Always. And we are always willing to accept some of them into the fold when they see the light. They are always welcome. Thank you all so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you to Patty. Thank you to Kelly. Thank you to Tom for letting us take over your house and for being our audience tonight. Thank you to our kids for phone banking. Thank you to my bandmates, Narissa and Dave. This is super
fun.
And my bandmates,
I love
Dave and
making music with
Katrina.
you
My
guys.
bandmates as well.
Thank you to Dave Hauer, Paul Kohansky, David Niels,
Max
Germer. All of the great people that we've gotten to make music with. It's super fun. They're all right here, right?
Kevin Bell.
Oh yeah, Kevin Bell, first drummer.
All right, now my tuner's working just in the nick of time. I promise for next week I will change all my guitar strings.
One night in the 1990s, we had a show at the Iron Horse Music Hall in Northampton, Massachusetts, which was probably our favorite club. It's my favorite club to play. I hope so much that we get to keep playing there and that it survives this pandemic. But that night, we decided as a shtick to each member of the band was allowed to choose a song that was
A cover.
no, that was one of their biggest influences, a cover by one of their biggest influences.
Wait, and Dave picked Salt of the Earth
Oh,
by the
yeah.
Rolling Stones. It was so
fun.
great.
That was really fun.
And I think I picked Don't Let Me Down by the Beatles.
Oh, yep, that makes sense.
And we did cover that.
I sure don't remember what the other people chose
Why did you bring this up then?
because I remember what I chose.
Oh.
I chose this.
Irene,
It was
Goodnight.
the beginning of our doing this song. This is a song that I learned from my parents, who sang it at the end of the night when it was time to go to bed, so I hated it. But they learned it from the Weavers, Pete Seeger, and Pete Seeger learned it from
Huddy
Leadbelly.
Ledbetter.
Huddy Ledbetter.
Yeah.
And you know, when I was a kid, I was told Huddy Ledbetter had spent a great deal of his adult life in jail. And I was like, wow, even people who break the law and go to jail can make great art. And then I watched 13th, which you must watch if you haven't watched it yet. And I learned that actually probably Huddy Ledbetter was in jail because he was black.
Yep.
And because that's what they did with people. And it kind of, I actually then went and did some research, and I found out that one of the ways that Leadbelly got out of jail later in life was that he just needed to have a job. They said, if you have a job, we'll let you out of jail. And so he got Alan Lomax, or John Lomax, I'm not sure which one, to say that he was going to be their driver.
Oh my God.
And they did. And that got him out of jail.
What a country.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so here is our last song of the night. Thank you all so much. We love you.
We'll see you
We'll
next
see you
week.
soon.
Bye, you guys. We'll see you next week, sort of.
Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in town. Sometimes I take a great notion to jump One more song. Again.